Hello and welcome, Dr. Toad here with another video. This time I will be playing Rabbids Wild Race. This is a game by Ubisoft. It's a game that they made to be designed for a web base, so you can play on a web browser, you can play on a computer, on any computer that has internet access. I found you don't necessarily need to install the app. You can if you want. You can install it. So what I'm wondering is you could probably play it. I have a Windows-based PC. I'm thinking you could probably play it on a Mac, Windows, or maybe Chromecast, or maybe even Linux if you have a Linux-based computer. I did also test it on my. I hit the laser there. I did also test it on my phone, which I have an Android-based phone. I'm assuming it also works on a not Windows, but a Apple phone. So it's a quick grab and go. You can play for, as you can see, that last match was about a minute, maybe a little bit more than a minute. You can play for about a minute. You can play for however long you want. You can just keep going until you beat your record, until you get in first place. You can keep doing it forever, however long you want. It's pretty fun. I enjoy it so far. I played a little bit of it yesterday. Oh, I like that magnet power up. If you do tend to nab the power up, you can. Once you get close to everything else, like all the other coins and stars, it'll allow you to grab them from a distance, so you won't necessarily have to touch all of them. So there are different items in this game, different power-ups you can use, which will help you on your progress. Once you collect 30 of these stars, you can get a booster, which will give you abilities. One such is that you can take extra damage. It'll act like an armor. So right now, if I get hit, if I run into this laser, if I hit one of the enemy obstacles, I will, see right there, if I take damage, I will get defeated. Whereas if you have the armor booster, which I'll show you now, as soon as it loads, if you have the armor booster, it'll allow you, see, this one's not the armor, this is the magnet, which I was saying, which will allow me to get other items drawn close to me, which is pretty cool. I know one other booster I had acted as armor, so I was able to take an extra hit, so I didn't have to worry about extra damage, which is cool. You have different abilities, different. Once you get all 30, not all, but once you get 30 stars, it'll allow you to get a random booster, a random power up, if you will, that'll allow you to do different abilities and stuff. So that's good. Sometimes I notice going down here on the ground, you can, not always, but you can avoid a little bit of the hazardous stuff that happens. So, but you still gotta watch out for these enemies. Now it appears though if you land on the enemy's head, kind of like traditional platformer, you will earn some extra coins. Yeah. So this game is pretty easy controls. I did test it out on both my PC and my phone. See, with the PC, you just use either mouse button, and it'll allow you to elevate with the jetpack. Same thing with the phone. You just tap the screen or hold the screen, and the more you tap it or the more you hold it, the higher it'll go, or the more acceleration it will get. So that booster did allow for 1 extra damage and a magnet. Now I don't have either booster, so I won't have the magnet power up. But I'm still pretty good, as you can see. I'm in first place, and it looks like there's no one else left remaining in this particular session. So here I'll just try to beat my record. I'll try to see how far I can go. It does seem like the further you go, the more hazards and more obstacles will be there. So basically it's just see how far. See, I couldn't get up top there. I couldn't go over the top, and I didn't quite go down below. So it looks like there was someone that did get further than me, and I didn't surpass that person. So once there's one player remaining, you can either try to get as far as you can or try to get further than the last person that got that far. It looks like in that particular match, I got in second place, which means the other person got further than me, but they got defeated before I got defeated. Yeah. What I like about this game, as you can see, I got defeated there, but you just click to play and you're in the match pretty quickly. You don't have to wait too long, maybe like 3 or 4 seconds. It's pretty quick. I noticed the max, from what I can tell, appears to be 32 players per session. But as you can see, it started at 30, so if there's not enough players, it seems that it jumps right into it with what players are available. So you don't have to wait. Some games you have to wait for the lobby to fill up. This game, if it doesn't have enough people, it just jumps right into it. So you don't have to wait that long. It's very quick. It's very nice. I'm gonna try one more booster and see if I can get something different. Looks like this one might be just plain armor. We'll find out. So I'm not sure exactly what genre this game would be classified under. I was thinking maybe, it's kind of like Battle Royale, because you have all these people and you're all competing to get to number 1. So it's kind of like a Battle Royale. It's kind of like an endless runner. It has aspects of an endless runner. Also, maybe you could say roguelike, because you have, it seems to be randomly generated what the obstacles and what enemies are on the screen. So it could be randomly generated. So it could be a mix of genres, roguelike, battle royale, and endless runner, with a little bit of platforming built in. So it's very, if you're used to any of those types of games, this game may seem somewhat familiar. I find I really like it. When I first started, I was like, oh, I'll just play for a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. But I found that, it's actually kind of addicting, but actually in kind of a good way. You just keep playing and you have fun, but you don't have to keep playing. The matches could be as short as a minute, so you could play however really you want. You could play for a minute or an hour or however. I think this game would be good for, I was wondering if you could play, at work or school where they have, where you can't install anything on the computers. You could just load up the browser and play. I like that it can be played on a phone, so I could play on my phone at work on my lunch break, or if I'm waiting in line at the grocery store, I could play then. That's very nice. And I like how the graphics, the graphics are very pretty. They're very simple graphics, but they're very pretty. They look really nice. I like the, each time you play, the graphics look a little different. The scenery is different. The background and the foreground is a little bit different each time. So it's not the same thing over and over again. Yeah, it's really fun. So I try to get as many stars as I can. That way, once you get enough stars, you can buy a power-up. Oh, see what they can do? You can have some of these people, if you jump on top of them when you're above them, you can jump in the head and it'll push them down, push you up. So you can use it strategically to bump someone into the laser and then cause them to get defeated, or you could bump them into the enemies below that are shooting fire. Also, you could, if same thing, vice versa. If you're on the bottom, you could bump them up into the laser. But you just gotta watch out because it will cause you to bump around a little bit as well. So you can use it to your strategic advantage, or you can try to avoid other people hitting you. Oh, see, that's what happened when I hit that guy. I bumped up into the air and I went flying into the laser. See, here it says my best run. I'm assuming that's miles, 3.5 miles, and it looks like I beat most people in that run. So that's good. I don't want to do that. I want to just get back into the gameplay, hopefully. So this game, like I said, can be played in a web browser. You can install it separately, but in the web browser, I'm gonna in the description of this video, I'm gonna include a link to the URL that you can play this game, so you can try it out for yourself and see what you think of it, and let me know in the comments whether you like it. I find I liked it more than I expected I would. You know, it's just a very basic, simple game, but it's actually quite fun. Oh. So this game, as you can see, it's pretty quick and easy. It's easy to learn. Although, you know, a lot of people use the term easy to learn, hard to master, which it can be hard to master, because you can play strategically. You gotta collect as much stars as you can. You gotta avoid the obstacles, avoid the other players, avoid the enemies. So it can be hard to master, but it's very easy to learn. It's very fun though. So it looks like it's just, oh, I was trying to avoid that thing there. It looks like it was just me and that other person, and looks like they got a higher score there. So I really like the Rabbids. They're kind of cute, and they're in a lot of different games. So if you're familiar with Ubisoft, you probably have heard or have played a game with Rabbids before. I played a few. One of my favorites is on the Nintendo Switch called Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. That's exclusive to Switch, and I really like that game. I like a lot of the Rabbids games. They're unique and really fun. So I'll play one more match and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I can get into a pretty high place here. Yeah, see, this time it loaded in 24 players, so it doesn't necessarily wait for all 32 players to join in, which is really good. You don't have to worry about waiting a long time. Oh. Well, I want to thank everyone for joining me today. I had a lot of fun. I hope you check out this game. Again, it's made by Ubisoft. It's Rabbids Wild Race. I will be including a description. In the description, I'll be including the URL of this game, so you can check it out and play it for yourself. Let me know what you think, and thank you, everyone, and have a great day.